to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the all around town radio show. All around town radio.
Hey everybody, welcome to the program on a Monday. It's a Monday. It's our weekend update. Coming your way here in just a couple seconds. Stick around with us. We're going to tell you where we went over the weekend. You can tell us where you did. All right? That's how it works.
It's the weekend review. It's a Bible coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With all around, you know I'm planning to do it well. So all around town radio show. It's where I go for the latest band info. So good. So
All right, let's get her done. Let's do it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the program. That is Sweet Sister Mercy with our theme song there from the All Around Town Radio Studios in beautiful downtown Springboro, Ohio. Yes. Good to have you with us today. Hope you're having a great day out there on a Monday. We're having a great day here, and what a good weekend we had of live local music, too, we're going to talk about today on the program. If you haven't posted on our page on the call for that we did, please drop it in the comments. Let us know who you saw over the weekend. Make sure you mention the venue, too. You can tag them if you want. That's how it works. Hi, Brian. Great to see you Saturday night as well. You guys killed it. Killed it. Steve, how are you, buddy? Said it's already been a long week. Yeah, it's busy. It is busy, my friend. It's good to see you. I was glad to see you were out and about over the weekend, checking out some stuff all weekend long, Steve. You're just a great supporter. Hi, Billy. You're welcome. You are welcome. Carla, thank you for being here. I haven't seen you in a while, Carla. Hope you're doing well. Dave Evans from Mojo Rising in the house. Thank you for being here. Steve Stein from The Times and Tony B Band. Scott Albrecht in the house from Wild Frontiers. Going to talk about them for a minute, too. Let's see who else is checking in today, guys. If you're out there, please say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Hello, Heather. How are you? What's up, as she says. What's up, Heather? There's Glenn checking in. Time for the show. He's on the YouTube channel. And John Esper from the Columbus area, in case you didn't know that. He's in the Columbus area. Joyce O'Neill, how are you? Thank you for dropping by today. It's good to see your smiling icon on here. Brian, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Sven, thank you for being with us today. Hope I say that right. I do. Welcome to the program, guys. We had a lot this week in live local music, and I do want to go back to Thursday's show. Thank you for the shares. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but Thursday's show is just in the tank, and I don't know what we're going to do. I keep saying that, but I have to make a decision on that one, and I know a lot of people say they like it, but it's a hell of a lot of work for 800 or 900 views that we're getting now on it that we used to have a shit ton. So I don't know. Anybody wants to make suggestions on that one, I'll take it. I've had some from some people. Yes, Tracy, lots of good music. It was great to see you over the weekend. Hope you had a fun night out and about and bouncing around doing the Scott thing. I bounce around a lot. I didn't bounce this weekend, though. I just stuck with it with the bands I was with. Had a great time. Eric, thank you. And I did capture a few pictures of you guys, and I hope you liked them. I did. And Carl Bray in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Chris Will from Mojo Rising has joined us as well. I think they're playing the Bell and the Bear this coming week. So if you haven't seen Mojo Rising yet, that's a grand opportunity. And Glenn said it was another great show at the Redmore with AM Gold. There you go. Had those folks on the show one day. We did. Well, I think the keyboardist, maybe something like that. Hi, Rachel. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Miss your face, Rachel. I do. Chad's in the house from White Knuckle Weekend. Good to have you with us, buddy. It was great seeing you Saturday night. We're going to talk about you here in a minute, so stand by. Only good things, I hope. I hope. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll say all kinds of stuff about Chad today. Hey, guys, appreciate you being here. Again, thanks for the shares that you did on the Thursday show, the Who's Playing Out show that we do every week. It's brought to you by Heather's in Springboro. And then also our Monday show here, the Weekend Update. Tuesday, Hot Topic Tuesday with Karis, and Wednesday with the band. This week on Wednesday, we have the folks from Springfest in the Berg joining me, where we will be next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tons of bands. Great stuff going on there. The lineup is available at Springfest on Facebook, Berg Springfest on Facebook. But that is going on next weekend. If you want to see some great music, we'll have 2 stages running, side stage with the acoustic acts and the main stage with the bigger acts. And it's going all weekend long. And it looks like the weather's going to be perfect. I'm hoping. And I'll be your MC for that event, along with 2 nights this week too. So I'll be busy this week. So don't get in my way. Don't get in my way. I runs you over. Hi, Bill. How are you? Said stayed home for the weekend, but did upload a lot of videos backlogged on my phone. There you go. Hope you got a lot of storage on your phone. You got a lot of videos on there, I'm sure. I have to download and offload a lot of my stuff. I have so many pictures and everything else. I have to do that. So let me talk about Wednesday real quick. I kicked off Wednesday night at Heather's on the patio with my Name That Tune. It is just... It's amazing to me, the family of people we've built over 7 years that Name That Tune that have been there almost, most of them 7 years playing with us. And it was chilly. It was a chilly evening, but we had a blast. Had some great rounds of music, including a teacher appreciation round. Think of some of the songs that say teacher in them in the title, and you might know it. So Teacher Teacher by 38 Special was one of them that a lot of people missed the group. They did. So, yeah, we had a fun time, and we had decades of sing-along songs and just some really fun stuff at Heather's. Had a great crowd that night. Anytime you can put 30 teams together for a trivia night, you're doing well, and we're doing well there. And thank you to Heather and her staff for making it so easy on us to come in there and do that every week on Wednesdays. There is Edward Sawicki in the house, and Ed will be our photographer at Springfest. Yes, so Ed and I will have sore feet on Sunday. So look for us Sunday evening to have our feet propped up somewhere in a bag of ice. That's probably what's happening, Ed. We were worn out last year after that event. What's up, Kevin Cooper? David Linda from Last Call in the house. Catherine, good to see you. Catherine's Music. Good to have you here. Jimmy Kilroy, thank you. And Joyce says she has the best staff. She really does. Heather's got a great staff of people, and they really care. And, at the end of the evening when we're tearing down and all that, we all have a little powwow and talk together. And it's like we try to pump each other up and say, what a great night it was. And I thank the staff every week for their hard work, because without them, we couldn't do what we do there either. So thank you for that comment, Joyce. Appreciate it. Sven says hi to Catherine. Okay. Judy, how are you? Good to have you with us. Yes. Hi, Jim. Thank you. That photo of me and my mom, I will admit, that photo was earlier in the year. Unfortunately, she's doing okay, but she's declining. And it's a sad thing to see. And I was so glad I got to spend time with my mom yesterday. And all of you, I hope you got to spend time with your moms. And if they're not there anymore, I hope you got time to reflect on what wonderful ladies the mothers of the world are. Yes, it was a good time. Thank you for that comment, though, Jim. I appreciate it. That was about 6 months ago when I took that one. The ones yesterday, I just didn't want to post. So y'all can probably understand that. But we had a great visit, and she knew me, which some days when I go see her, she doesn't. And she knew who I was, and we had a great conversation, which was left me with tears in my eyes. I'll say that for sure. Dewey, thank you, buddy. Got to see Twisted Fate. Always a good band. Dennis, thank you. Good to be here. Yes, everybody's saying hi to each other. Jeff is here. Jeff Redwine, how are you, bud? Good to see you. Carla said, sorry, missed the one-on-one. Ed and I did. You got to go back and watch that one. If you haven't watched it, please go watch that. So let me talk about, again, my weekend. And I told you Wednesday night, great players, great people at Heather's for the Name That Tune party that we have there every week. Something I do that's really special and near and dear to my heart is I am the public address announcer for Miracle League Baseball. It's a baseball league for developmentally disabled youth, and it is amazing. This week they moved, because of Mother's Day, they moved the game to Thursday night, which is why I wasn't at the jam on Thursday. For those that were messaging me like, where are you at? I was doing the announcing there, and I just have a blast with it. And speaking of Miracle League, one of our famous players, Noah, has joined the party. Hi, Noah. How are you? Noah, I will not be there Saturday. I'm doing Springfest in the Berg, emceeing all weekend long. So I'm there for a 12-hour day on Saturday. So I will not be at the game. It's going to be one of the ones that I have to miss this year. But Noah, his walk-up song is Crazy Train. He plays in the older league that plays the second game. And I just have a blast doing that. And it's so fun to announce everybody and to banter a little bit on the microphone and play the walk-up songs and the hype songs and all the things we do for that Miracle League Baseball. If you've never looked into it, look up Miracle League of Greater Dayton on Facebook and follow them. Give them a follow. Lots of fun events there. If you ever want to volunteer, shout at me. We could use volunteers every week if you want to come down and help out with that for a game or two. Hi, Kara. How are you? Thank you for joining us. And yes, thank you, Carla, for that. Look at all these people. Look at everybody checking in today. I love it. I got to get going, though. I got to talk. I got to talk. And as you know, if you missed my announcement the other day, my vocal biopsy went very well. So we're doing good there. I do not have to have things removed immediately from my vocal cords, which would have put me out of business, literally. So yes, that's it. Glenn says, sometime when you go to Richmond, you need to get a hold of you so we can go and hang out with the families. Yeah, well, there's no hanging out with my family down there. They're in the home, but we get a chance to go see them. That's a good thing for real. Yes. Sean Cooper, how you doing, brother? Good to have you with us. Let me talk about that. I said Thursday, Miracle League, got to do that, and I didn't make the jam this week, but I'll be back for Karis's birthday jam for real. And then on Friday night, I want to talk about Friday night here, and this is where we get into what we're really here to talk about. And I want y'all to mention anybody you got to see play live music over the weekend in the comments. I'd appreciate it very much if you do that. And if if you have a favorite venue, mention it as well. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for your advice. Listen to me. I'm already doing the Peter Brady here. Thanks, Tracy. I appreciate you. And I'm protecting those vocal cords. It was great to hang out with you and Tim this weekend as well. Dirk, you're welcome. Judy, thank you so much. Jill, how are you? Good to see you. So Wild Frontiers. I mentioned them a few weeks ago. I only got to see a little bit of them, but I mentioned them a few weeks ago on the show, and they've come up with a new version of Wild Frontiers. They had several members of the band that decided to retire and move on to other projects and all those things. Wild Frontiers has a new and renewed energy level like I've never seen. It is wonderful. It is a fantastic group. Their song choices are amazing. I'm going to read you their set list in a minute. You'll love it for real. What's up, Brad? How are you? Abe's Lincoln in the house. It was great to see you at that fundraiser a weekend ago. That was a good time. And Billy said he got to see Finding Melissa at the phone booth on Friday. There you go. And led by Mr. Scott Albrecht on vocals. Absolutely amazing. Just a killer vocalist. I've known Scott for years and years, and back when we used to sing karaoke in the same bar. And Scott is a phenomenal singer, and he puts passion and love and everything else into his vocals. And the crowd loves him, and everybody that follows that band is a faithful follower, and they have not jumped ship because somebody left or somebody, this or that. They have supported them. The addition of Eric Knight on guitar has been amazing as well. He did a great job on Friday night, and this was on the patio at Heather's. Mother Nature, however, did not do a real great job. It was drizzly, rainy, and that. So it kind of packed everybody in under the covered tents, which is okay, but it probably cut the crowd down significantly from what it would have been on a Friday night there, because Saturday the weather peaked and it was fantastic Saturday night with the crowd. So I will say that Wild Frontiers, every time I see them, they improve. This was the best show I've seen them do. Tight as it can be, wonderful song choices, great crowd interaction. I love it when Scott goes mobile. I think he gets that from the old soft rock days. We used to go mobile a lot, out into the audience with the microphone, having a great time, getting people to sing along and play it up. Heather I sat with Heather and Jerry and her husband and some other folks, and they were just raving about Wild Frontiers. Couldn't have been any happier to have them there. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Hi, Todd. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. We got everybody in the house tonight. We do. Izzy, how are you? Speaking of Mojo Rising, there they are. And then Noah's got all kinds of comments today. Let's see what he has to say. Yes. Good to have you, Noah Crazy Train. Good to have you here. And your mom, Brandy, is the Sledgehammer lady. She likes that song for real. Dirk, thank you. He said, Scott's a great dude. Yes, and I was just getting to that, Scott. Not only is this band a good band, but they're great people. And people always ask me, how do you choose who you go see? I choose who I go see for those who I don't even want to say support what I do, but they're friends, and they're people who we support each other and we feed off each other. And that's who I choose to go see. And I mean, you'll see Scott and Terry, his wife, at my trivia on Tuesday night at the Moose a lot. And, we just have become very good and close friends. And it's great to support people like that. Sven said, great band. Thank you. Karen, how are you? And yes, Brian says Scott Albrecht is also just a really nice dude. And, that helps when you're not arrogant and you're not, God, can I say it? We got kids listen, a douchebag, full of yourself. When you're not that way, you get fans and people to follow you, and the singers that I see that they walk off the stage on break and never interact with their audience. There are people there that come to see you. At least go out and say hi. I get you need a break sometimes, and everybody wants a piece of you. They want to talk to you. I understand all that because, I deal with some of that from this when we're out, and there's times I just want to hear the band play. But musicians, interact with your audience. Please do. It's a must. It's a must. And both these bands I'm talking about this weekend did that all weekend long. So Wild Frontiers, let me get to their set list real quick. Set 1, Somebody Like You, White Horse, Fast As You, Little Eddie and the Cruisers on the Dark Side, American Girl, Meet Virginia, The Door, If I'd Been the One, Cry to Me, Folsom Prison, Rain King, Suspicious Minds, Alive, I Don't Want to Be, Bright Lights, Comfortably Numb, and ended set 1 with an absolutely stunning version of Dream On that Mr. Albrecht used the magic pliers to hit that high note with. I don't know what he squeezed with them, but he made that high note happen. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, Sven. He said he saw Rockstar at Pullman's and Wayward Son on Saturday at Miami Valley. Good deal. Karen, thank you for that. Todd. Yes, we're going to talk about that, Todd. Thank you for that plug in there for their new bassist, Nick Wheeler. And Carla, thank you. Amy, good to see you from Rockstar. Happy sunny Monday to you, Amy. So set number 2, let's do that. Baba O'Reilly, Jealous Again, Honky Tonk Woman. Fall in Love Again with a little help from my friends. Another Scott Albrecht classic that he just smokes the vocals on. Midnight Train to Memphis. Soul Shine, which I love. I love that song, man. Anybody that plays that song, they're a hit in my book, for real. And they did Zach Brown Band's Free into the Mystic, which I love that tune as well. I'm a Van Morrison fan. What's Up? And that had the whole audience singing, the entire place singing it. Just Like Heaven. S.O.B., China Grove, Victim of Love, Purple Rain. And I got to give Eric a shout out on the guitar solo in Purple Rain. He nailed it. It's not an easy song. Some people, that's why people steer away from that, because the guitarists are like, I don't want to, try to even begin to duplicate Prince on that. And absolutely nailed it. And it's a crowd favorite for sure. They did Bitch. They did Riding the Storm Out and Tennessee Whiskey, which we won't talk about. Y'all know my love for Tennessee Whiskey. The song's great, but everybody plays it. Yes, Tennessee Whiskey, but great job. Always. Great job. And you're welcome, Scott. I can't say enough about Wild Frontiers, guys. Go see them. Great band, great choice of new players that have stepped in there. The keys are great. The drums are great. I mean, it's just a good band. And check it out if you can, for real. And follow them on Facebook, Wild Front, Front, Tears. Yes, not one word, Frontiers, but 2 words. And follow them on the Book of Face if you can, for real. So that was Friday night. And of course, the atmosphere at Heather's is always great. And again, I'm into the season where all the haters, the All Around Town Radio hater, get out there and say, why do you go nowhere but Heather's? I don't go nowhere but Heather's, but I do when there's great bands playing in my backyard, literally at Heather's, I'm going to go. Same way with Mr. Burroughs. It's in my backyard. So screw off if you're pissed off because I'm not coming, 40 miles to see a band. I'll get there in the winter. I will, or come up and play Heather's because, we're going to have a big watch party on the 23rd there with our friends from the Cassette Junkies at Heather's, and they're coming up from Cincinnati. So put that on your calendar and come join us for a All Around Town watch party at Heather's. So Friday night, thank you, Scott Albrecht and company. And Scott's wife, Terry, does a great job of promoting this band out in the audience, man. She works it. She does. She's a constant cheerleader and telling people about them and how they can find them on social media and all that. And we got some great photos, some great candid stuff. And yes, I did sing a little with Scott for just a minuscule moment. Just a minuscule. Somebody was asking, I think it was Steve that was saying, what else do I do? I've been known to sing a few songs, but yes, I'm not good, but I sing. That's the fun of it. It is. Desolate in the house. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you all being here today, guys. We're getting to your comments. So that was their set list. They played 2 long sets, as you can see, which I'm a huge fan of. 2 long sets is a quality thing because unfortunately, sometimes that third set, a lot of people pack it in and head out before the third set hits and on that break. And just watch the room. That's what happens. Yes. Yes, you missed it, Joyce. You should have been there. Should have been there. Let's talk about Saturday for a minute. Can we talk about it? Hi, Bronson. Speaking of great bands, guys, Filthy Heathens. Follow them. You want to see some great videos and stuff on their page. Follow Filthy Heathens. Bronson singing lead there. Diamond in the Rough. Go listen to that song. I love that tune. The voodoo chick named Wanda, you had me at that, Bronson. You did. So let me talk about Saturday for just a minute, if we can. Heather's again on the patio. Imagine that. Beautiful night. Spectacular weather for once. It's been a little tough spring season. I mean, it has been a little chilly. But the weather broke, and boy, did the people come out. And boy, did they stay. Now, there was a huge following there for White Knuckle Weekend. They have a good following of people who come religiously to their shows, and they were there in full effect. But so were a lot of new faces who had never seen them before. As I'm out working the room a little and listening, I was amazed to hear the chatter about this band and how good it was. Now, our friend Chad, who's out there, it was his last show with the band. That makes me sad. I've loved him playing. I just connect with Chad in a lot of ways, including his in between playlist, which he played the other night at Heather's. We were chatting about that it takes me back to my roller skating DJ days. It did, playing some great tunes in between. And it was funny to look at the audience sing along to those too, as the band was on break. But White Knuckle Weekend, they came out of the gate on fire. They did. And Chad played a hell of a show for his last show, because I think that was probably the largest crowd they've ever had at Heather's for their show. It was capacity. I mean, there were people that couldn't get a table that were there at the front door waiting on tables and standing around with their drinks waiting to get seated and so on. And what else could you want from a band, and with a band, is to have a full room like that who's into what you're doing. And White Knuckle Weekend's entertaining. They move a lot on stage. There's a lot going on. And I will say that some who let it out of the bag earlier, Todd, I think, but it's already out of the bag. But Nick Wheeler is joining White Knuckle Weekend, who Nick is a phenomenon, man. He's a great player, great bass player, and an even better vocalist. So look out. There's going to be some harmonies that are just going to probably blow you away there with Nick joining the band. But Chad, you'll be missed if you're out there, and he's certainly not done. He's going to be around doing things, and he's got a killer sound system, and I try to talk him into there's so many people that need good sound guys too. So if he ever wants to do a little sound work, there's plenty of work for him out there to do. That's for real, because sound people are hard to find, for real. There's my Auntie Elaine. Love you back. Thank you for being here. I love that picture of yours on your page. That is so cute. Those girls aren't so little anymore, though, are they? Not a bit. Todd says Chad's going to be missed. He is. He's going to be missed a lot. And let's see if I can get the other comments up here. And Jim saw the great eyes up here at Trillions. Thank you, Jim, for that. Chad, yeah, let us know what's next, man. I want to stay connected to you for sure. And if you can see Chad's comment on the screen right now, that smile says it all. And I captured what I think. I led off with the picture that I posted today of the band, all the pictures of that when I captured a great picture of Chad, and it just kind of summed him up with his smile. His, he just enjoys being there. And Chad, thank you so much, man, for being a great friend as well. So let me talk about White Knuckle Weekend here for a minute. As I said, they do a lot of upbeat, energetic tunes. There's not much time to catch your breath when you're watching White Knuckle Weekend. And let's get to these set lists for a minute here in White Knuckle Weekend. And Billy Sutherland singing lead, Stephanie Sutherland up there singing as well. And if I've talked a lot about Finding Melissa. She's in Finding Melissa also, which is one of my favorite bands. And she just does a great job. And, she takes the lead too. She's not just the background singer. She takes the lead and sings a lot of songs really, 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 really well. And it was great to see Billy and Stephanie's daughter, Karen, show up back from college, and was there and having a good time, enjoying watching mom and dad play. Brian over there hitting it on the guitar for real. Just a wonderful band. It is. Wonderful, wonderful band. And they started out with Just What I Needed, little Cars music. Lonely as the Night, Billy Squire tune. Hard to Handle. 2 tickets to Huber Heights, Paradise. And Any Way You Want It. Long Train Running. Love that song. Jesse's Girl. American Girl. Yeah, Billy, you need me to sing Long Train with you if you're out there. That's my signature go-to karaoke song, Jesse's Girl, American Girl, Stacy's Mom, which I think turned into Stephanie's mom, Just a Girl, Semi-Charmed Life, Harder to Breathe, Are You Gonna Go My Way, Panama, which Brian slayed, Sweet Child, and Miss You. Just to name a few. That's just set one. I'm trying to get to your comments too, guys, as we're going here. And Steve saw Eyes Up Here play Into the Mystics. Why I like them too. Anybody that plays Into the Mystics got me. Band called Lakes Ridge does it here locally too, and Gary Ridgway and Ryan Lakes, and Gary plays the fiddle on it. It's amazing. Yes, thank you, Carla. She said thought it was a great pick. Thank you so much. And what do we got here? Todd says Paul Zink did an outstanding job mixing Liars for Hire at the Dublin Pub. There we go. Got moved to the front stage. There you are. Wow. That's interesting. That little front stage? Or it's got to be the little front stage, right? That's really wild. I agree, Carla. Nice first set for White Knuckle Weekend. Let's go to set 2. And I will say, when the band was on break, man, they worked the room like champs. And that's another plus. I mean, I guess they know how to sell themselves to their audience, and that's a key in bringing people back, and people like them along with the great music they play because they are nice people. And really, really a fun bunch to deal with. And you see Stephanie, she's just such a sweetheart working the room too, and thanking people for being there. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And Todd says it surprised us too. Yeah, that's weird, man. Very weird. I hope you weren't too packed in there. Set 2. Speaking Noah, if you're out there, they did Crazy Train. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Heartbreaker. Don't Tell Me You Love Me, The Middle. Sugar, We're Going Down, What's Up, another huge crowd's interaction sing-along there. Blister in the Sun, Little Femmes, Are You Gonna Be My Girl, Faith, Dancing With Myself, Bust a Move, let's hit up old Young MC while we're at it, Basket Case, I Want to Be Sedated, Bad Reputation, Let's Go Crazy, Talk Dirty to Me, and Highway to Hell. That is set number 2. How about that? Hi, Spiros. How are you? Thank you for being here today. So as we move on here in the world of live local music, White Knuckle Weekend set 3, Cult of Personality. Then they do another song that I absolutely love, and they do Love Removal Machine from the Cult. That's a great tune, by the way. You Really Got Me, My Hero, Ain't It Fun, All the Small Things, Hey Jealousy, Inside Out, Raise Your Glass, The Anthem, My Own Worst Enemy, love some lit, Working for the Weekend, Boys of Summer, and Wanted, Dead or Alive. That was White Knuckle Weekend's list of, I don't know how many songs they played, but that's a bunch of songs. Tracy, I love some Ramones too. Absolutely. But Billy, Stephanie, Brian, Chad, everybody. Thank you so much. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just old. Hi, Mark. How are you? Thank you for being here. Good to have you with us. So Heather's staff, again, kicking butt. I mean, it was busy. Heather's working the bar in there with Bailey, making drinks as fast as they can make them. You got to make the donuts when you can. And it was beautiful weather, and they were doing it. Great food, a wonderful environment to be in. Keith, I'm sorry. I knew I forgot him. Yeah, why didn't I say him? Keith's killing it on the drums. And, and then you see their old drummer, Mike, there from White Knuckle Weekend, too. He shows up. I mean, it's a family of people. We love good family. And Carla said set 2 and 3 just as good. Yeah, there's a banger every 2 seconds with this band. They're playing great music. And if you haven't followed them yet, too, White Knuckle Weekend on the Book of Face, follow them and go see a show, guys. They're a wonderful, wonderful band and great people to hang out with and all that fun stuff. So, yes, Keith killing it on the drums always, just does a great job. And it's quality product, if I can say so. And the staff again at Heather's kicking butt. Everybody had a great time that night. And the wild thing about it is, I think people have been cooped up. We started out in April with the first week of April with 80-degree temperatures, and then it just got crappy. 60s, some rain, all that stuff. People were ready for a good night out, and the weather was perfect. The stars aligned, as I like to say, and White Knuckle Weekend brought the magic on the stage. And the place was full. I mean, the last set, it started to thin a little bit, but not much. It was still full by the end. And people are up dancing, having a good time, as you can tell by the pictures that I took on our page. So check those out if you can. For real. So that's kind of what we got today. Sunday, I did not see live local music. There was a lot of it out there, but I went to see my mom, and she's in southern part of Kentucky, near Richmond, Kentucky, and went to see my mom and dad and got a chance to visit there and came home and relaxed for the evening. So, but that's a 3-hour drive there and a 3-hour drive back. So a little nerve-wracking. I hate the interstate anymore. And is there not construction between here and Florida everywhere you look? It's nuts. Cincinnati especially gets a little dicey. But thank you guys so much for watching today. Hope you had a great time. If you saw somebody play over the weekend, you didn't post it on our page. We have a post that asks for that. We try to do that every week. Please drop it in there and mention the venues. It's so important. So many live local music venues are closing up, guys, and we need to keep the local music scene alive. You have 6 more days to order our Support Local Music apparel. It is on our page. There's a link there. All you do is click on it. It can be shipped right to your door. I would love for you to order some of that. And please, if you do order it and get it, certainly take a picture in it somewhere and send it to us so we can put it on our page. We'd love that, especially if you go on vacation and you have it. A lot of people will take them on vacation and send it from really far away places, and that's cool to us, for real. Amy played 3 nights, but we had other bands and musicians at every show. Yeah, I love the musicians supporting musicians thing going on right now. Billy, you're most welcome. There's a lot of that happening, and I like to see that. And there was a lot of musicians at White Knuckle Weekend show and at Wild Frontier show, and those are just wonderful to see. And thank you, Carla, for that. Karen, thank you so much. And Glenn's got new merch coming in. We don't like to call it merch, but you can call it merch. But I like to call it Support Local Music Apparel. We don't make money off that, guys. A lot of people say, well, man, you must be selling a ton of that, making money. I'm not making money. They give me 10%, I'll tell you right up front, of my sales, and I roll it back into shirts, and we give them away at events and do things like that. So that's how it works. So thank you so much for purchasing those and supporting what we do here with the Support Local Music movement. And that's a good thing. It is. And Judy got to see Barely Able Friday at Burroughs, Last Call, and Barely Able Valley Vineyards. Awesome show. Yeah, I had some folks I talked to that went to that. They said that was a great fundraiser out there, and was wonderful. Denny Cottle's in the house. Good to see you, man. Got to see Hollywood on Saturday at the Hub. Yes. Were you there for the Naked Karate Girls show? There, were you naked or were you a karate girl, Denny? That's what I want to know. Judy bought a shirt. Thank you so much. And yeah, for those of you that are ordering those too, no, they wait till the end of the sale period to fill the orders. So 6 more days, then they'll start processing those orders, and it takes normally a week or 2 to get your material. But if you're having it shipped, if you have it picked up, if you want to pick it up at 937 Inc., which is right around you could hit it with a rock from Heather's. They're right there. If you want to pick it up, that's good too. You can do any of that. And wonderful stuff. And Joyce saw the Dirty McQueens at Green Living by Design. Interesting. I don't know either one of those, but yes, very. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, Hot Topic Tuesday, episode number 157 with Karis. Don't know what we're talking about yet. If you have a hot topic, something that's under your nail beds, and you want us to talk about it on the show, please send it to us via DM, and we'll chat about it and see if we can get it on the show for real. And then Wednesday, Springfest will be with me. We're talking about the musical lineup for Springfest, and it's a great one this year. Some wonderful bands playing and some wonderful solo artists there at Springfest in Miamisburg. at the Ginkgo stage. I'll just say that. The Ginkgo stage, as it's known. It's a big stage. Mike Coons will be doing production, and it'll be a wonderful, wonderful weekend there as well. So Denny said we opened for them, and I only performed semi-nude north of 70. I love it. Well, nobody wants to see that either with me either. So I get your point, Jim. Jim Kilroy's out there too. Thank you so much. And Joyce loves the folks at 937 Inc. They're great people. They are. They've taken very good care of us. Thank you guys for watching today. We appreciate you being here. I'm going to get out of here for now and try to save the voice and not talk to anybody the rest of the night. So I'll see you on tomorrow, 5 o'clock live. Look for Karis and her F-bombs to be here. She's turned over a new leaf, she tells me. We'll see. See y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Working for the weekend, then I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community.